Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome to Hotel Renovator. It's House Flipper, I promise. You can see our courtyard down here. Flashing in the sunlight. Is our light on? No, it isn't. But yes, we are doing a hotel room today. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the pool shop. And we are going to be going back there soon. But I thought today we'd just spend a bit of time renovating one of the hotel rooms. Now, because of the colors outside, I thought we'd swap the molding colors to a white. And then we have a choice. We can either go with the green wall with perhaps a white or a wallpaper at the bottom, or alternatively we can go for a white wall and wood at the bottom. So we're going to look at both of those. I was looking at beds as well. So let's look at wood panels. This is the wood that I've actually put onto the paneling. So let's look at perhaps something either like that, and yes, we're not going to see that well, or that. I like them both. Maybe that one, but then we're going to have to get a slightly bigger. Let's put this on and see what it looks like, and we can then decide. Okay, is that going? Yeah, that should be fine. Oopsie. That looks really nice with the green wall, and looks equally as nice with the white wall, even though it's the middle of the night now. Let me go and pinch another light from across the hallway. We've got another one here, which we will just borrow and put in the room here. There we go. That'll just give us some extra light. Well, for a hotel room, I think both of them would work. Decisions. Perhaps if we go with the green on the walls, and we go with the white bedding. I'm all into white bedding for a hotel. Maybe that would look good. Let's try it. We've got the green. Oh, this paint. Okay, I'm going to end up painting over that, so let's not do that. As you can see, the green is slightly different because this is the very rough texture, which for walls in a hotel room, probably not a good idea. The guests are probably going to take the skin off their elbows. So, let's not do that. But I'll do this wall, and then we can come back. I can come back and just finish up the walls and the windows later. Or I can do them now. That it actually doesn't look too bad. Why do we always run out of paint right at the end? Of the opposite end. There we go. I think that looks pretty good actually. I'm going to keep the rough on the inside of the windows. It's pretty much the same color, only as like a shade darker. I think that will work. And then we've got this, which we can well, if we can, put all the way along here. Damn it. Where's the damn undo button when you need it? Maybe we can use tile in the bathroom that echoes this pattern. I think that'll work quite nicely. And then we can use a regular wood. I mean, it's not a problem. Is there paint on this roller? No, there is. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. Okay, I'm happy with it. The only thing that stands out in a bad way is the color of this door. So let's change that. And instead of the glossy wood, let's take it down to the painted wood. And it will tone beautifully with the woodwork. I like that. Okay. Is there paint left in that? No. I'm just going to throw everything outside here. So we got some place to put stuff. And you can let me know, should we do all the rooms the same? Or should we give each room a different character? But I like that. The only thing I don't like is the windowsills, but that's just my personal preference. Because now, as you can see, the pattern on the floor actually matches that, except that's flat and that's diagonal. So I'll take it. So now for the bed, I was leaning towards this bed, simply because it's got the paneling in it, and I think it looks pretty dang good. But I think I'd like to go with the walnut. We can buy it and then we can decide. Now for the, not burlap, I'm wanting poplin. I don't know about anybody else, but just the fact of burlap on one's skin, just ugh. Poplin, color please. I mean, there's nothing better than going into a hotel and finding a beautifully pointed, crisp, white bed that you can just collapse on after a hard day's travels. I mean, I like that. I really do like that. I'm going to take it. And then we do have the side tables. Cannot talk. We have the side tables that match, so let's do that. Now for the room, this is an older looking, interesting. That's nice. I like that. Okay. And yeah, let's keep the sandblasted. I'm okay with that, with the walnut, which is the matching design. And we can, you see, we've literally got just more than enough space on either side there. And then this will be the bathroom. So I like that. Okay, and then curtains, we're going for the, I'm going to say basic. I'm not going to go the other basic. Open. Let's go with that's the same as the handles. Change that out because that will make it much more white. Like that. And let's see, is this the one that we're wanting? That is the good question. Is it that one? Or is it the smaller one? But I hate that they don't allow us to. Nothing there. That will work. Let's see if it'll fit in the corner here. Oh, it does. Okay, awesome. I just hate the fact that it's not a full-length curtain. But we'll fix that. It's not quite the right size for the window, but it fits so nicely along here, so we'll take it. That'll do. Alright, let's change it. Now we got to do each one. Yes, we're not going to take it right down to the floor, but we are going to take it to the skirting. I think that will look good. At the same length. Yes, it is. I had a feeling that I had just gone a little too far, but no. That is good. Okay, guys. I think that will work. We're going to put a wardrobe here, and then probably a little sitting area, which will be perfect. Now, we have not a huge amount of space on each side of the bed. It's a hotel room. And we can probably put a little dresser on this side here. So let us first start with a wardrobe. What was the name of that? There's our wardrobe that matches everything. We also have what we could use in a... Actually, you know what? Let's just buy it and copy it. We could probably do a wardrobe and a dressing table. Okay, copy that onto that. I like it. All right. The dresser, is that going to be too big? Just too big. Okay. Damn it. It's too high. All right, we're going to have to go fishing for a dresser. It's fine. We can do that. I think medium story. And nothing too chunky. But something in the same family. That's not exactly in the same family, is it? Got no moldings on it. That's got the damn heart on it. This one we can change. Take the changing table off. It's not too bad. It's pretty much that. I think I'm going to move that in. Other alternative, to be honest, would be okay, if we did that, which is an exact replica, and put a top on it. The wardrobe, you see that? The wardrobe is slightly skinnier. And that's conflicting there. But it's fine. Or should we just use this one, which brings this up a little bit higher? Oh, it's not going to allow me to do that now, is it? Of course it isn't. Takes away the shakiness. Adds a top there, and we could, let's see, before we get excited, let's see if we can get a little stool in there. Oh, that will fit like it was made for it. So I'm going to take it. Hi guy, change your size. There we go. And then you are going to change. I'm going to make you fuzzy. Where's the fuzzy? There we go. Okay, and we need to sell this one. Can live with that. Mirror. Oh, please. When I start singing, just put your hands over your ears. You don't want to hear. There was that curved mirror that came. There it is. I think it's this one. Yeah. And that is perfect, actually. Nice. I like it. Got your little chair. We can maybe put a little light on each side there. We've got these terrible lights in for now, but that will work. And then I think we would like, do we want a TV? Suppose we could. Close that. I close these two and put a little dresser in front of the window. And put a TV on it. That's too tall. What size TV do we want? Sort of mid-sized. That'll work. Yeah, so you can just catch up with the news if you need to. And if we open the curtains behind it, can we open the curtains behind it now that we've put that there? No, we can't. They stuck. No? But they closed forever now. Tis what it is. Sorry, guys. And then what I think I'd like to do here is two little chairs. Now, I'm in two minds as to whether I want two chairs like these, or if we want two chairs like these. These are tiny. These aren't bad. of the different ones that are available, this one has the best shape to it. That makes sense. I think I'll go for this one. And we'll go with the wood. I'm going to go for suede, and I'm going to go for white. And we can pop them on this side here. If you'd like to have your tea or your breakfast or whatever, you have the opportunity. This is quite a big room, so we can space them a little bit. And small table, small table. Dining table, small table. Maybe just a little one. How big are you? An ugly table though. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Do we want? No. Before I even answer, what I was saying, what I was thinking in my head was, do we want 2 tables and a chair to eat at? But no, there's a whole dining room downstairs. They don't need that fancy stuff. I just want a little table that they can put their tea on. I don't want a plastic top. Let's go for maybe a white top here as well. There we go. I like that. Then we can put some artwork on the walls. But before we do that, let's find us some... Well, let's find us a light switch. And I think for the rooms, let's go for the... Okay, fine. Let's go for the white light switch. Where does the door open? There we go. And we can put some bedside lights. I am so tempted to put these in. How big are they? Not bad. These would be more logical. They've got the height of the headboard. It sort of disappears. I wish we could take the fringe off this. I wish this was just a flat... Okay, I'll be boring. It is what it is. Sorry. It just looks good. Okay, so we have lights there. As you can see, the sun has finally come up. But I think we need a couple of other lights in here. So let's switch that off. Throw it outside. I'm going to throw it on the wall because we're going to need it for the next room. Save us buying it. And then we can maybe put I'm liking these, but for this I'm thinking of this just a little over the top probably. But I mean, You know? If not, why not? See what it looks like. I think that's cute. And put one over the bed there. And one over here. Do we need that many? Let's see how bright they are before we get excited. Yeah, that'll be okay. Let's do that. Then we can go for a quirky carpet maybe on this side. How big is this? Before I even do that, let's just take the fringe off. Yeah, I guess that'll be fine. Just a fun shape. Oops. Alright. So, let's start with a pattern. I'm thinking that. Can we please? Sure. We go fuzzy. Okay, ever go fuzzy. See, I prefer the color of that. Maybe we do the Oh no, what the heck did I do there? Oops, wrong one. Base. No, it works better in white. And then we'll put a plain white carpet on this side. Well, we could put a pattern on it. Now let's stay with fluffy. Let's go with pattern and use the same. I swear they change these things around depending what carpet you use. There we go. Can I please change that? Thank you. We want it to come out further? Probably not, because otherwise it's just going to end up getting damaged by people walking up and down it all day. Let's do that and go and find some artwork, because now that we've cracked the artwork, well, we've got into the art. Let's go back in it and find some interesting pictures for the wall. See, that appeals to me. You see, they've changed this where you don't hop left, right and centre all over the place anymore. Look at that, isn't that pretty? We put that and then a smaller one next to it maybe. My computer's having a little bit of a conversation with itself right now. That's cute. Okay, I like that. So it's got the white background. Maybe we need something along the back here. Here we go. They've apparently upgraded this to stop it crashing, but as you can see, it just takes forever now. What is that? Half the time I can't remember what I've got here. Let's buy it and see. That's cute. That worked with the room. Maybe we need to put that. Come on. No, don't like that. Put you back. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe a long one? That more square. I can see this starting to irritate me a lot. There's not much we can do about it. See, I've got a lot more floral art pictures here. I need to take the wildlife pictures out still from when we did the resort. I need to just basically clean up this whole thing. Maybe the birds. Now you see they are too square again. That one's not bad. If we shrink it slightly. Yes, it's slightly off-center, but it's an interesting off-center. That makes sense. I like that. And then it ties in with the color on this one. So let's make them off-center there on purpose. And then we've got some fun stuff. I like it. Let me know if you hate it. Let me know if you like it too. Alright, so I'm thinking of a pot plant here. Maybe just an orchid or something. The light switch is right there, but the seat is on that side, so we'll put it there. We can do an orchid, or we could do the sword lily, but I think the orchid would be fun. I'm thinking the pink one. Does it come in different colors? No. I think that one, because it'll bring the pink from the pictures over. You've got the hint of pink over there, and you've got the hint of pink over here. I think that will work. Okay. And what should we put over here? Should we put a plant in the corner and then maybe a vase on the table? I'm going to need a tallish one for back here. Maybe that. I'm going to stand up on top of everything. This weeping fig is nice. I like it because it is sort of contained. It doesn't have leaves that will poke through walls and stuff, so you can pop it in the corner. I like that. Okay. And then perhaps on the table, I don't think a tea service. Maybe leave the table empty so you can put a tray there. But I think we need a tray on the dressing table. Maybe the fruit bowl we can put on the... Eeny, meeny, let's use this one. We can put a tray here with the little goodies that you would get in a hotel. And while I'm thinking about it, the fruit bowl. Now, I can't remember how many fruit bowls were we given. How many fruit bowls and where are they? Okay. Am I? Whoopsie. There they are. So we've got that one, and the wicker bowl. This one is actually quite interesting. So let's use this one. Use the regular wood. We've got the tinted glass. I'm okay with that. Maybe a silver. Oh yeah. You can always put that up there. And then we are going to need... What I'd really like is a little folder that you get given that's got like all your stuff in it. Something like that. Open, no. Let's do the matching to the room. There we go. And that's got all the information you could possibly ever need, as well as some stationery perhaps if you want to write some stuff. And we can put a telephone so that they can phone down. Where the heck is the phone? I'm guessing that's in electronics. Let's make it white or white. Should we put it on the wall or on? Let's put it on the table. There we go. And then some goodies for the people who are coming to stay here. So goodies wise, I think we should give them some perfume, some creams and lotions and potions. Something fairly simple. We'll consider this not a body scrub. We will consider this a cream, and we will perhaps put in a hair gel. Let's go fine. Just a few goodies for our prospective renters. So, hotel room. Fairly generic, but not bad. Let's go in here. And this is going to be very basic. I'm going to take floor tiles. Where are my finishes? No, tiles. We're going to do two different tiles. I think I'm going to do marble. Let's do squares to start. we want bigger. It's a small bathroom, that should be fine. Keep it white. Out of service. One floor done. And then we're going to put the shower there with the toilet over here and the basins there. So let's see. What do we want to do with this? Remember I said we're going to do the same pattern. Let's have a look and see what this looks like. Not bad. I quite like that. Okay. A little higher than I usually would go, but it is a bath. And then with the plain white walls, I think that will work. Let's get us a shower head. Now, should we go for the old-fashioned shower head? I think so. That will work. Now, do we put a seat in this? Or do we just... To me, there's something missing on that shower head. But it is what it is. I'm going to go for a strain, plain, drain. Ah! What can I say? And then, I'm wondering if I should build in a bit or if we should just go for the straight windows. We need it. Don't really need it full height, do we? That's interesting. Okay, change size. That's big enough. And then we can just duplicate that one. And I'm going to put it on the inside. So you have the solid door on that side and you have the slider on that side. It should be fine, and then we can use our little friend. It's the slidey thing. Suppose, no, we only need it to slide to there, don't we? Yeah, that's very messy, isn't it? If I had the move tool, it would be a lot easier, but you know. No, we don't want want to duplicate. We want to change you. I'm going to actually make you full length across there. It's not bad, not perfect, but it will do. Alright, we probably don't have enough tiles to finish this, but we'll do our best. As I was saying, let's tile up to the top. Just looks neater. Now, if only the molding flipped sideways, wouldn't that be fun? But it doesn't. But we can always use our Is that okay for you? Are you happy with that? Seriously? I can see it, I can see it, I can see it. Okay, now if we change it, we could probably run it right down the wall. And it will be happy. You don't have that little end poking out. There we go. Not perfect, but it will do. Okay. Now we can either put the toilet behind the door there, or we could put it over here. And I'm leaning towards this. Maybe. Should we do this one? Let's do this one. Should we do... I just don't like the topping wood. So we're going to just go ceramic. Okay, so it will fit sort of. Do you want to stand here and pee while looking out the window? Well, it's a courtyard. There's no one out there, so it'll be fine. Let's do that. Yep, the door misses it, so everybody's good, and no one can see into the bathroom. But I suppose we're going to have to put a blind on there. It's amazing how different the colour looks there and there. And I also don't like the way the pattern actually breaks in half right there. Nothing we can do about that. Alright, sinks. Now, funny enough, I think that would probably work really well, and we can actually bring the walnut in now. Candles, let's go with what we've got in the bedroom. Okay, faucet, sink. Happy, maybe. I think so. Because we can do that. Hate that there's a gap in between. We could fix that gap, I suppose. Do we want to fix that gap though? Not really. I'm not going to fix the gap. But we are going to put a mirror in. I think we'll copy the mirror that's in there and pop it in here. That works for me. Basic hotel bathroom. We can probably put some goodies in if we so wish, but I think I'm going to go for, let's start with the mat for the floor. I really like this as a bath mat. It is what it is. Very basic, but it looks squishy. It looks like you step out of the shower and it's awesome on your toes. Is that just me? And we're going to go for these one. Just enough space. And then we've got enough space here to do the double rails. That's enough towels, I'd say. Where are towels? And yes, remember back when we were doing upstairs, I said white towels for everybody. Come on, I know you can hang there. Go. And hand towels. Let's go white. Perfect. And we can bring in a blind in here. And I'm thinking of using exactly the same pattern as we've used in there. That'll bring in a hint of colour. If we stop bouncing around, let's finish the goodies in the bathroom, like the toilet roll holder. Thinking of this, you know, should we put a laundry basket behind the door here? I think that's a good idea. Do we have a laundry downstairs? No, but it'll work. And soaps. Toilet brush. And what the heck, why not? Just for some fun. Let's put that on the side here. And where is the toothbrush cup? All your amenities in one place. Now, there is enough space in here to put in a shelf, which we will do. And I'm thinking literally something Either that or that. And probably in a light wood. Oh, come on. Okay, at least that clicks properly. Let's do that. Blends in, doesn't get in the way. You're not going to whack your elbow, and the hotel can then just add some basic things for you to use if I can find them. There. Shower gel. Where's the white one? There is no white one. That one. Conditioner, some shampoo. I know we have the black and white one here. Hello. And a soap dish. I promise I am entirely sober. I promise. Come on, you can fit. Can I please get closer? Why can I not get closer? There. Why am I stuck here? What am I stuck on? Not sure, but that'll be fine. Okay. And then maybe some interesting things on the walls again, you know. We have collectors. Let's find some random stuff. A scroll won't work because it will end up soggy. And maybe, does anybody mind showering while a cat is watching you? But what the heck, let's do that. There's pretty much nothing else there, is there? Do something like that. That'll do. No, let's not do the cat. Cat gives me the heebie-jeebies in this setting, and there might be people out there who don't like showering with the cat watching them. So let's do another one of these because that one will fit. Seriously. And then all we need are lights. So let's get us a light switch. I think some wall lamps. We use these in the hallways, so maybe these. Keep that texture. Just make them white. That will work. Yes, that will work. They are in no shape or form lined up with each other. Better. And then I think a simple light overhead. How about this? Come on. That should be okay. That should be enough. That works. Very little colouring here though. We copy that onto that. We get a little bit more. But it's very basic. It's a hotel room. I wouldn't mind coming in here, putting my feet up, grabbing a snack. I think we're gonna take it. Let me know what you think about Hotel Renovator today. Guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions of what to add? I will gladly do that. And let's see where we go next. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. If you've got this far, please subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.